I'm IP, an engineering manager for the ecosystem team. We recently changed how the information on the team page is managed. We used to have one big file called the team YML. With over 20,000 lines, it was hard to manage and broke all the time. This week, we have split the file and each team member has an individual file with their information. This change makes it a whole lot easier to change your information on the team page, whether you have been a team member for 7 years or are just starting out. So let's go off script and let me show you how you can change your entry. Here you can see our team page with the map at the top and the list of our individual team members. So the quickest way to enter your own entry and see your own entry and actually change it is just click on your image and you can look at the entry source, or you can directly jump to editing in the web IDE. As you can see, the web IDE shows all the information about Camille, and it would be really easy for me to change things here. Anyhow, if you are a team member who has to add their information for the first time, your file might look a lot different. So in order to find your file, scroll right to the bottom if you joined recently, because newest people will be on the bottom because this list is sorted by the start date, or use your in-browser search to find yourself. So in this video, we are going to change this entry. So I'm just assuming the role of a female Tanuki called Haya Tanuki, and let's change our information. So simply clicking Edit in the web IDE will bring up my file. So in this web IDE, you can see all kinds of information. You can see the file here. We will go over each of these individual fields. But first, I want to call out that basically every team member's file is sorted into a folder starting with the first letter of their slug, and then the file name corresponds to the slug. In my case, I'm not very happy with the slug because I don't really go by my scientific name. And so I just want to rename this file. You can see here that the file is located under data, team members, person, and my scientific name. So let's make this a whole lot easier. This file is not really of a big interest to anyone. You can just use it to change it to everything that you want in order to find your file easier. But you can always find your file through that link on the team page. The only use case we have currently for this file name is in order to have our reports to relationship in the file. So if someone reports to me, they would need to know that my file name is Tanuki so that they can put reports to Tanuki in their file. So let's rename the file. Now we can go over each of these fields and change them to our liking. There is actually a good explanation of each of those fields and what they mean. I will put the video into the description, but let's just edit a few together. So the most important field probably is the name field. How do I want to appear on the team page? And again, my scientific name is not really interesting, so I could go by Haya Tanuki, right? Or if I, for whatever reason, don't want to show my last name, I could also go with an abbreviation. Or if I have like a nickname, Japanese, raccoon, dog, right? I could put it like that. Or it's even fine to put like some complete different script here. So let's just go by Tanuki, and my hiragana representation of my name. The start name seems correct, but it's always worth double checking. So I live in Fukushima, Japan. Next thing that I need to check is my role. So supposedly I'm just working as a logo for GitLab, but that has just changed and I become a social support animal. This is an HTML link. So this is just my role, social support animal. And here I need to put a link to what my role actually is. As we currently don't have that many social support animals working for GitLab, the closest role that I could find was the one of a support engineer. So this is the job family of a support engineer. And I basically just need to copy this last bit from the URL. I'm directly reporting to Sid. That seems okay as the social support animal of the company. That kind of makes sense. The next entry is the picture, and we will come to that at the end of the video. My pronouns are she, her. My pronunciation. So pronunciation can be a bit tricky. You can put anything you like here. There is the International Phonetical Alphabet, if you're familiar with it. In my case, there is this great website, and I can even put a link here. Or you can, you know, write like an English pseudo pronunciation, or you can link to that page, or you know, have like the International Pronunciation Alphabet. Then, you know, here I would put my link, Twitter and LinkedIn information, and my GitLab user handle. Always, you know, just put like your username there, you know, without any ads or anything before. Here's a list of departments, and I'm quite unsure because, you know, it's just filled out with UX for whatever reason. This seems wrong. So the easiest way to see what you need to fill in here is go check what other team members of your team have, your colleagues have, and maybe your manager, right? So I know that Lee is working in support, so let me just check his file real quickly. And I can copy the information. As a social support animal, I will work also as in the engineering function. Customer support is actually, you know, wrong here. I'm in the team member support, and I'm the cuteness stable counterpart. So the specialty still seems correct. My expertise I can add later on, also by referring other people's entries. And now maybe the most important bit is the story. So in order to have a bit of a longer story here, here's a little trick with that file format. I can type the, I don't know how you call it exactly, the angular bracket, and then I can go to the new line, and I just enter 2 spaces, and then I can add my story with multiple lines. Because as a tanuki, I've been significant in Japanese folklore since ancient times, and the legendary tanuki, apparently I'm legendary, is reputed to be mischievous and jolly, a master of disguise and shape-shifting, but somewhat gullible and absent-minded. I mean, that sounds like a fit description. So everything seems to be in order, apart from our image. So let's just see how can we upload our image. Here's a handy upload file button. I select an image, and it has been uploaded. The only thing is, it has been uploaded to the root folder here, right? So I can close where I was before. It has been uploaded to the root folder, and also the file name is not 100% correct. So let's just go by rename move. And, first of all, I am going to rename my file to something more easy to remember. Secondly, I need to put the file into this folder: sites, marketing, sources, key images, team Tanuki. The file can be a JPEG or a PNG file. Best is if the file is a square and 400 by 400 pixels at maximum. This will just make sure that our file looks best on all devices. So let's just go here with rename file. Let's just take a second. Something's happening. Okay. You can see that the file has been moved and seems to be in the right place. I now go back to my team page entry and change the file name to tanuki.jpg. And that's it. I'm happy with my entry. Let's create a commit. Here in this overview, I can see again everything that I've changed. Seems reasonable. And I can just create a new message. Add my team page. By committing, this will start a new merge request. Here's the merge request creation page. I can see a description. This description is in Markdown, and I just am going to add some more information here. Why is this change being made? Adding more information about myself to. And just submit this merge request. This merge request also will enable us to preview the changes. So we're just going to pause the video for a while and wait until this pipeline is finished, and then we can have a look at the changes we just proposed. After a few minutes, the pipeline has passed. So for me, it's now really easy to review the changes I've made. I can just click on View App, scroll down to the bottom, open up the team page, scroll to the bottom again, and I see my entry. Everything seems to work, links are correct, and cool. The only thing I realized is I'm not directly reporting to Sid. I'm reporting to someone in support. So I need to make a change again. So I can easily open up my file in the web IDE. Go to Edit, Data, Team Members, Person, T like Tanuki, find my file. And instead of reporting to Sid, I'm directly reporting to Lee. So let's just double check how his file is called. I can put it here, commit yet again, correct my correct the manager I report to. No, that sounds wrong. Like, I can go back to my merge request. And I'm now confident with all the changes I made, and I can directly ping my manager. And I can also assign my manager. Thanks. And that's it. This is how you add yourself to the team page.